have like 3 police pursuits in Los Angeles right now. We have a red car, this Kia, another vehicle earlier.
Sometimes they don't even let the law enforcement helicopters into their airspace because of the commercial airliners. But right now, still driving along, it is definitely holiday light, that is for sure, or what I would call almost pursuit type of traffic. Kind of wide open, and these people that are running have that ability just to keep those higher speeds and just to keep it moving on the freeway. But again, this time the Sheriff's Department not letting this one go. So it makes me wonder. That makes me wonder that might be something else going on. Jeff, my pilot, just told me that there's a black and white coming up behind it. I'm not sure if that's going to be the Sheriff's Department or the California Highway Patrol. I mean, hopefully I don't lose it. We've done that in the past. But that definitely looks like the Sheriff's Department right there in the carpool lane. Looks like our friend here is using that emergency lane again. And no reason, right, Sandra?
Yeah.
Could have totally been it. Could have, go ahead.
Yeah, and I see the blinker on that. Is it the hazard or the right-hand side blinker? I think both hazards are on, right? It seems like kind of giving people warning, maybe, that, I don't know, there's a situation going on.
I would venture to say if he's there, he goes. He did that for us. He just wanted to get off that wall so we could keep a better eye on him. No, it looks like he actually has the left turn blinker on right now. But is he making? Oh, he made a right turn. Look at that. This guy is very crafty, using that left turn blinker and made a right turn. Maybe that's his idea of trying to elude officers. But believe me, the helicopter a little smarter than that. You saw right there was an officer on that on ramp, and again, not engaging right now. So it's kind of really wondering what is going on. Maybe there's some sort of miscommunication, but this vehicle definitely starting to drive a little bit more aggressive. Northbound 405, you see it right there. And as we're inching our way closer to LAX, I wonder if he's going to get off the freeway, maybe take the 105, but right now, we're just northbound on the 405.
Yeah, and I know LAX really is troubling for you because there are flight restrictions around that area. So to be able to kind of follow this vehicle, and even for sheriff deputies to follow overhead, it is difficult because when you get into that area, there's so many rules and regulations for you, Stu. But also, I noticed on the roads the last couple of days or so, because of the 4th of July getaway, people are out at odd hours, because maybe people took the week off, have taken time off, and people are driving a little crazier than normal. And this is a situation you don't want to get into because there is such a heightened awareness on the roads right now. There's more law enforcement out there. They even said that the day from, I think, starting yesterday until Monday, or at least Sunday, that there are going to be more patrols out there. Everyone is looking for speeding and drunk drivers, and you got to be really careful on the roads. And here you go, you see erratic drivers out there doing things we don't know what they're doing.
No, definitely. It just is this. Look at we might be getting off the freeway here. He's fooled us in the past, so we'll take a peek and see what he's doing right now. He's pretty much committed. It's but these higher speeds, those sharp turns, and then you got people parked down there. I always kind of worry. Looks like he's going to make a right turn, even though that left blinker's still up. No, he's actually making that left turn.
Whoa!
Right
No!
just getting off to get back on. There you go. You can see
Whoa! That is hilarious.
You know what? That was a smart move. That one officer right there, he should get a gold star because he's actually going to get ahead of that vehicle. You got to give him a gold star for sure. But
Yo, what is this?
But you know what? He makes it obvious because he's going to get right back there on that emergency lane. Don't know what that's all about, but continuing on in the emergency lane right now, and law enforcement, they are in the game today. That is for sure. Making their way back onto that northbound 405. That car's still going along here, but again, you really kind of wonder if they know a little bit more about this driver than they're letting on, because usually these kinds of stunts and these kind of reckless driving, and just for a stolen, they might let it go, but in this case, they are sticking with it for sure.
And you see his MO now getting on and off the freeway, trying to elude the law enforcement following, and gosh, that was close, where one officer was in front of him.
Whoa! Whoa!
That Kia Soul really starting to pick up some speed right there. And we've seen that in the past. I've actually seen that many times on these chases. These suspects will get onto those off ramps and
The
Maria
malarkey on
Rowe,
4th
they
of
make those
July.
sweeping turns, and that you know, you get used to those higher speeds, and then you just don't think about it. We saw it right there. I almost thought he was going to lose it, but he definitely got that rear end broken loose. Now we're picking up some more speed again. I'm going to bring up the speedometer. I took it down moments ago because of this. Oh, red light. This is this is actually starting to get a little bit away from the kind of playful chases that we like, and more into these dangerous type of situations. You don't want to see anybody get hurt. He's really starting to pick up these speeds out here. He's running a number of red lights, and again, this is really the whole dynamic has changed right now. And of course, the helicopter's staying above it. We're making our way. I would venture to say we're getting into the Hawthorne area right now. And again, Hawthorne PD, they may get involved, and they have a different policy on pursuits. We might see them get in, maybe get a little bit more aggressive, but right now the sheriff's helicopter making those calls, and the dangerous situation coming up a little bit more up, getting into a residential neighborhood. Sandra,
No, this is
you just
really-
gotta wait and see.
But this is so terrifying because I know families are out barbecuing, they're having block parties, they're in their neighborhoods and enjoying the 4th of July. Oh, he's stopping.
Whoa!
Okay, Stu, you could see a number of people getting out of that vehicle right now, running. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
the
people
hell
in
is
all in
this?
hoodies. What do you know, Stu?
Yeah.
Here they make a mad dash.
Definitely running. They're really starting to move out, and probably not the smartest moves right there, but they're all sticking together. You know, I was expecting a bunch of hamsters to jump out of there. That's a Kia Soul joke, but you see what happened. He's got a bunch of folks, and I guess somebody got stuck right there, helping out their buddies. You know, the deal is right now is the helicopters, us and everybody, and the law enforcement, they all have these have all this tracking. They're jumping into windows. I'm just hoping this is somebody's house that they know.
Right.
This is definitely an apartment building. They're in there right now. The sheriff's department, they're actually calling out that address. We can give it to you as well. But right now, this is near 129th and Jefferson. And again, this pursuit coming to an end with the suspects just stopping and making their way into an apartment complex out here. The actual address, I just put it up. You guys can probably read it yourself. It's 4084, and I believe that's going to be on Jefferson. But again, a wild ending to that pursuit, and they're all sticking together, which is interesting in itself, jumping into a back window at this apartment.
It makes you wonder. Obviously, they knew where they were going. They knew to jump the fence there and go into that apartment building. So obviously, they're aware of this neighborhood and where they're going, perhaps, right, Stu? I mean, also, can you see the vehicle right there? Is it just in the middle of the street with the doors wide open? Oh, there you see law enforcement right there going to enter, perhaps, the apartment.
Yeah, you know, they're getting the calls from the helicopter above. That's how they know where they need to be, and for this, and they, you know, we're hearing them talking to that sheriff's unit, so they know that they're inside this apartment. Again, once they ran inside there, the dynamic of this changes once again. You don't know if those people are armed. They don't know if this is an apartment that they know. So this is going to become more of a. They're going to give them the opportunity to come out. They're going to do what's called a call out, and if they don't come out on their own, this is going to turn into a standoff. And is what most. You know what? I am just really happy, Sandra, that it has come to an end with nobody getting hurt. Those high speeds at the end really did get me worried.
Yes, absolutely. Again, with so many families outside enjoying the day off, having block parties, barbecues, and you never know what could have happened if that vehicle was pursuing high speeds in this residential area. All right, so there you see them doing a call out. Hopefully they will get these 5 suspects that they've been pursuing for this stolen vehicle. That's what we know so far. And this pursuit ending right there on West 129th Street and Jefferson Avenue. Stu, any other information?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were going to get off. I know right now it's a little bit of a standoff. I'm sure Jeff. Skybox has been up for quite a bit this afternoon. We have it's called a Thirsty Bird, and we got Hawthorne Airport pretty nearby, so we're probably going to be making our way over to Hawthorne Airport. But again, you can see the sheriff's department now trying to figure out how they're going to handle this. The helicopter keeping a good, the sheriff's helicopter keeping a good eye on that apartment. They just want to make sure that these suspects don't try to sneak back out or try to run from where they got into that apartment. So that's what they're concerned, the helicopter's concerned about. And they're also talking to the ground units, kind of giving them ideas where to go to what they call set up a containment, just in case those suspects do run out. You can see a couple of those officers right there as well. So they're going to set up a block around this apartment complex. They are going to try to talk to them, see if they're just going to come out on their own. But if they don't, this is going to turn out to be a long standoff. And in the end, we know where they are. The law enforcement knows where they are. It's just going to be a waiting game. And we've said it in the past, especially on a standoff. Time is definitely going to be on law enforcement's side.
That's right, and I know it's not on your side, Stu, because you have a thirsty bird, as you mentioned, so we'll let you go, but we will stay on top of this story because it could take hours to figure out what exactly happens in this case. Thank you so much, Stu, and to keep on this story, you can go to foxla.com. We'll have much more online and, of course, later on in our newscasts. For now, let's go back to normal programming.
All right, you're just listening in there to this, our Fox 11 team covering it from high up top. We still see there the helicopter over this stolen car pursuit there in the El Segundo area of Southern California. But we still have this live picture up, and we're just going to keep with this for the time being until that potentially has to fly away. But you can see what we heard earlier is this small car. There were, I believe, 5 suspects that jumped out of the car after exiting the 405 freeway there in Southern California. They hopped over a fence and into this building. You can see the police there on hand, fully aware of the location of these individuals, but no one coming out as of yet. So we'll see what's happening, as they might just be flying away here, as potentially they could come back to this. And we've had quite a few police chases recently in Southern California. Of course, one a couple days ago after a tragic robbery attempt fatality there. A woman killed after there was an attempted robbery in Fashion Island in Newport Beach, California. So it's very, very difficult scene. But let's take you back out to this just a little bit ago of this police chase, the culmination, the ending of it. Of course, this is what we saw as the Kia Soul moving down this kind of rural, or this urban road. You can see plenty of people in this residential area, and all 5 quickly getting out of the car. No one really, they're all running in the same direction. There's 5 individuals there. Don't know the ages of them. But they're running
That's
behind us.
hilarious.
It looks like they knew where they were going. So this is just a little bit of a replay of what we saw recently.
he
As they
saying?
run around this building, they hop over a fence, and they jump through the window of a building as police arrive at that location. There's currently a standoff going on, but this was a stolen vehicle, stolen car pursuit that was taking place in Los Angeles, Southern California here just a little bit ago. You can see them going down kind of an alleyway and then hopping through potentially a window to elude police. But the helicopter seeing exactly their moves throughout this day. We're still waiting. The helicopter had to fly away right now, so potentially they will refuel and get back over this scene, and hopefully it comes to a peaceful conclusion after this pursuit here on this 4th of July holiday. And maybe it's good that there aren't more people out and about, because they were going dangerous speeds, upwards of 100 miles an hour in certain points on the 405 freeway. Those individuals, those 5 people, not exactly sure which one was behind the wheel, what was going on there, but a very tense moment in Southern California. All right, I'm Andy Mack here on Live Now from Fox. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's slide away for a quick 2-minute break.
Oh, God.